Hey guys, so I'm coming with another recording, and I honestly don't know what I'm going to talk about in this recording because, as a spiritual messenger, it all just depends on how you feel and what you're thinking about in the moment. You don't really have a title for it. You don't really have a title for, your videos and recordings and things like that, when you're trying to say a spiritual message, because it's all about, moment presence. And, it's kind of hard to, title something when you're just about to speak about it, just getting into this whole, you guys, when this whole CERN and Exodus thing finally pops off, the shit is gonna hit the fan first before it happens. And I just want to say that so when CERN is releasing all of this energy, when it finally happens to where it's shooting out all of this data, all of this artificial energy onto the earth, there's going to be a point in time where your path will become determined by, your heart, because it's going to have to do with, hold on. So, see, when the chaos, when it happens, when the shit hits the fan, so there's gonna be a moment where you're going to have to choose between, false light and a natural light. But I mean, I don't know, if you're going to choose the path where you're not going to take the mark of the beast and you're not going to become this immortal being, because what's going to happen is to where it's going to happen to where the women of the earth, they're going to take the, because they're not going to want to age, they're not going to want to die, so they're going to take the, the beast chip, the microchip, to make them basically immortal. And this is probably going to go to all of the people of this earth realm, because I'm really betting that the people of this earth right now, they don't want to age, they don't want to die. So I mean, they're going to, the people who aren't awake, the people who are not awake and who are not aware of, this cosmic circumstance, they're going to take, the microchip in them, so they're not going to age. Basically, they're going to become this kind of immortal being. But for the people who choose, for the people who are awake and aware and they're not... See, I don't know what this lady's doing over here. She's in a FedEx truck. She's probably gang stalking. It's probably what's happening. She's driving by, she stopped right there, and she didn't do anything. So, that probably right there was, anyway, that was interesting. Anyway, to get back on point, Anyways, it's just going to be crazy, you guys, when the Exodus, like, finally happens. Because I feel like within my heart, like, you know, my heart chakra is fully activated, so it's like, you see, when you're awake, when you're fully awake, you know that you have a heart light, you know that you have a light that's glowing within your heart right now. That's how you can truly tell that you're, you know, you're on the natural spiritual path. You know, you're not trying to take in anything. You're not trying to take in anything that is unnatural for your consciousness. So yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory there. But, I mean, when you die, it's like you shouldn't be afraid of the dark. Like, you should know that you are the light. You have a light within your heart. Because, you know, us spiritually awakened people, like, we're aware of our destiny. We're aware of our path. It's just, I don't know, it's just in a different form right now. Like, I don't know, it's like like everything you can think of in this reality, it does exist. It's just your mind and, you know, especially your mind, like who you are as a person, just has to be very open, and then, you know, those certain energies will come to you. And it's crazy. See, that particular, what happened right there was really interesting. You see, you guys, we just have to be awake and aware. Like, these people out here, like, they are not what they claim to be. They are not what they seem to be to you with your physical eyes. Because once you send out your light energy, like, these beings will just attach to you, and this is what's crazy. And I'm really trying to help wake people up, because I feel like this is the only way I can. Like, in this matrix society, I just feel like you can't really even do that, because everybody is so programmed with, like, you know, they're programmed with this technology, and they're just so stuck on, like, what everybody else is doing instead of focusing on themselves. It's like I feel like people just have a hard time, like, being alone, like, truly being alone, because they feel like they need to be like everybody else. And that's where the false light path comes in. So, to end this recording, soul to soul, to person, like, I just want to say that, like, I don't know, like, death is only a rebirth of your consciousness maybe somewhere else, because, like sand on a beach, or, water molecules raining down on wherever the area may be. It's just like there's just so many molecules everywhere. And, we have reptilians and insectilians in human bodies as we speak right now, you guys. If you could just send forth your energy and just lock on to the different energies, like, you can It's not hard to figure out. You know, if you're spiritually in tune with your inner light. It's not hard. And I mean it's all coming down to the point to where, okay, CERN's gonna let off this false light by bringing chaos and destruction. You know, it's gonna project a false light onto this earth. But when you choose that false light, you're not gonna feel it. You're just gonna be able to look at it and not feel anything. But with the spiritual people, their inner light, they'll choose that because they know that they're part of the universe and they're not going to do anything to, you know, they're not going to do anything to, you know, to cancel the natural process of how things should be, you know, as a natural, organic, melanated being. Like, you already know that your heart light, your inner light that is activated by your heart chakra is the strongest light there is. And you're not going to follow any other light, which is probably a false light if you don't feel it inside. I mean, this recording's deep. I mean, this is actually how I feel. You know, this is how all spiritual people should feel at this point. And, you know, and I want to end this recording saying that I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but I can only go off of, you know, how I'm feeling inside, like, as an organic human being, like I only have that, you know, like, there's outside stimuli that's stimulating everything, and it's just like, it's all going based off how I feel, like my intuition is really strong with the whole, because there's energies is going crazy, and the energies are really going to go crazy when, you know, the artificial CERN light is projected onto this earth, and it's, you know, it's combating with the natural light, which is Ra Nibiru, the unseen energy. I feel like, you know, I really feel like the Pluto energy is really taking effect now at this time with some other planetary energy. I don't know. Well, anyway, I just wanted to speak and get that out there. It's a nice day today. It was raining. There's some breeze coming through. Anyway, I've kept this video long enough, so alright, I'll talk to you guys in another one here pretty soon. Thanks for listening. Talk to you later. Bye.